So guys, welcome to yet another video. Today we have the 2015 Mark 7 Golf 8 with our fellow YouTubing friend, the Flying Dutchman.
Hi guys.
Welcome to the show, and
thanks.
You have a very nice car. Yeah, could you tell some more about the modification that you have done to the car?
Yeah, sure. So the car is quite different from a stock Golf GTE. Now I've had this car for this month actually 2 years now. So a little bit of an introduction. I wanted something cheap to run, but still fun for the twisty roads and whatnot. So this car perfectly fitted that requirement. So this car is fun if you want it to be, and very cheap and silent, comfortable if you need it to be. So for me that was perfect.
It's the best of both worlds, really.
It's actually the best of both worlds. I was looking at maybe a Golf R, Golf GTI, but I also was looking at some electric cars actually, and I thought, why not have best of both.
Nice.
So yeah, I will take you through some of the things I've done to it. The first thing I've actually done modification wise was the stage 1 tune. That takes the car from 204 to about 280, 290 horsepower, so that's quite a big bump. Also, the car has a start-stop system. That means that whenever you come to a stoplight, the engine will shut off. Most people, and myself included, hate that system. So if you tune the car, you can deactivate that system. But if you want it, you can still have it in hybrid mode. But if you put the car in sport mode, the engine will stay on. Yeah, that's just perfect. That was the first modification, so a big bump in power. After that, if you've done that, then you will find that the car will easily lose traction, and the car is also pretty high on its legs. So first thing I did was get some new rims with some better tires. I've upgraded the tires again in the meantime, but that aside,
they're really great looking, by the way.
Yeah, these are from the Golf Mark 7R, 19-inch Pretoria wheels. And just in gunmetal gray. Just have to love these wheels.
Shall we open the hood maybe?
Yeah, sure.
With the new turbo, because this car has had a new turbo system.
Yeah, so
it's a hybrid turbo.
Yeah, you cannot see it actually, but the only thing you see is this very nice hybrid system.
Wow.
And the aftermarket intake from MST Performance.
It's really cramped in here.
Yeah, there's so much stuff in this in this small engine bay. And the turbo is in the back here. You can't see it. There's a heat shield above it, but so the turbo is from the turbo engineers. I upgraded that a couple of months ago. That's actually one of the biggest upgrades I've done to this car. This turbo, it's a hybrid turbo, so that means it's a plug and play solution for your stock engine. Basically, you can just plug and play it onto your existing exhaust engine and whatnot, and it will give approximately 50 horsepower, more than your stock turbo. So visit the turboengineers.com. They have a lot of plug and play solutions for most cars, and also a different downpipe from JM Tuning. They're based in Holland actually. They make a lot of very nice exhausts, custom welded, fabricated, very nice stuff. That's also on this car with a sport cat, because here in the Netherlands we have APK, so we have an annual inspection. So the car, you cannot mess around too much with these cars because it won't pass inspection then. But with a catted downpipe, 200 cells, that's not a problem anymore. So that was a requirement for me.
How much horsepower does it make right now?
Right now, it was at Tuning Service Huizen. Those are the guys that did the tune on my car. It made 337 horsepower. Wow. That was at the moment it was about 31 degrees Celsius, so it was pretty hot. So in like conditions right now, it would be a bit more probably. The engine would perform better, and about 530 Newton meters of torque.
Well, that's insane.
Yeah, it's quite a lot, especially for a front-wheel driven car.
So I imagine it being like faster than a stock Golf R right now.
Yeah, on paper it would be, but now with these rainy days here, the Golf R having four-wheel drive,
Yeah.
it's a better package. But on the highway, where this car has quite a lot more torque, the difference is about 150 Newton meters with the stock Golf R. So you would notice with this car, the mid-range, from 3 to 5,000 RPM, it's just super strong. And yeah, at that point, it's faster than a Golf R. It's a pretty heavy car, so yeah, you need more Newton meters, more horsepower to get the same acceleration as you would with, for example, a GTI. So it's yeah, it is apples and oranges. This is what it is. But yeah, also with this car, you can see I've lowered it a bit. Stock Golf GTE is pretty high on its legs, so I went for a custom Eibach set from lowering.nl. It's also a shop based in Holland here, and they ship a custom set. So the set I had was 35 millimeters on the front and 45 millimeters in the rear.
Yeah, in the rear they're very high on its legs.
Yes, they're very high. That is because the battery is here in the back, in the bottom. So you need to have some sort of damping. So I think that's the reason they went for a very high stance. Yeah. But now with this set, I went for, yeah, they're a bit more lowering than there, so the car has a very nice sort of straight look. If you have the regular Eibach set, it won't give you that. The nose will actually be down again, like a stock car. So yeah, and I've upgraded the tires again, like a couple of weeks ago, to Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, and these tires are just awesome. Just the best you can have for a front-wheel driven car like this. These tires are so much better than the P0s I had before. So, and also, I think the last thing is the GTI exhaust. So with the GTI diffuser, this is actually a very easy modification to do. You only need the the muffler and the diffuser, and the mounting points are exactly the same. You only need someone who can cut the stock exhaust or grind it and then weld the new muffler on. That's actually all. So this is a very easy modification. I think a lot of people will do this to their GT.
It looks a lot better.
Yeah, I also love the symmetric look. So
yeah, I can see that with the
new logo.
With the logo.
Yeah, I get a lot of requests from where I got this logo. It's actually the stock logo that you have right there. I just put it in the middle, so it's not a Mark 8 logo. It's just a stock logo.
Yeah,
so yeah,
okay.
I think those are the most things I've done to my car. So
nice. So now we are going to proceed with the interior of this car. Let's first close the hood. So guys, this is the interior of the Mark 7 Golf GTE, and I have to say it's a really nice interior. You have all the cloth like inlays of the Golf GTI actually. Normally the Golf GTI has red stitching. In this car it's all about electric performance, so it's all blue for whatever reason. But it's really a nice interior. Of course we have this yeah, actually we have very nice lighting in there as well. I've never ever seen that. It's really cool. Of course we have the beautiful panoramic sunroof. I always love that. So the steering wheel is actually a lot different than your stock Golf Mark 7 steering wheel. So this is like the same steering wheel that you get in a Golf R and a GTI, and it's really firm, really a big steering wheel. It's really nice. So in here you actually have the buttons for the different driving modes, as you can see here. So in here we have the DSG transmission. So it's a double clutch 6-speed transmission. In here you have the different driving modes. So if you put it in E mode, it's going to be full electric, and you have like 100 brake horsepower that powers the car. It's actually really refined and really comfortable driving that way. In here, of course, you have the GTE button, and when you press the button, in this car the car won't automatically stop the engine, so that's better if you're driving like a hooligan. And the nice thing is that if you use the GTE button, the petrol engine and the electric engine are working both together to produce the 340 horsepower. So here actually you have the still available range if you're driving full electric, and of course this car can do that. Normally you have like 30 to 40 kilometers of range depending on the weather, and right now it's relatively cold, so the batteries are struggling a bit more. So right now you have like 25 to 30 kilometers, which is actually pretty good for your city commuting. So in here you see the consumption of the car. Well, it's a bit strange because right here you have the petrol consumption, and beneath that you have the electric consumption as well. So actually a thing that that I don't see a lot in cars is the very nice way that you can put your sunglasses in here, which is very nice. I don't have that on my Audi. Why don't I have that? So let's proceed to the rear of the car. So right now we are in the rear of the Golf Mark 7, and yeah, you actually have a very nice armrest. I mean, every car should have this. It's really nice. So in the back of the Golf, it's actually, yeah, it's decently roomy. Like you have a lot more space in here than, for example, my A3 limousine. Loads of headroom, like seriously. And I mean, if I would ride in this car in the back, it won't be any problem for long distances as well.
I didn't know you can drive in the back.
Yeah, you can drive in the back. It's very nice. So actually you have a cup holder here as well, so that's very nice. And if you're going on your ski trip, you can put your skis in here, or your snowboard, whatever. That's very nice. So proceed to the rear of the car. So right now we are at the rear of the Golf GTE, and well, let's check the trunk space, because it is actually a bit different than a normal Golf 7, because normally you have like the false floor, and underneath here you can put all your stuff. But in the Golf GTE we have the lithium-ion battery system, and so that means that you do not have the same amount of space that is occupied by the battery system, which is pretty nice as well. Does it fit a human? I hear you ask. Let's try.
And again
it fits. So it passes the DAMFest Fit a Human test. So guys, that's it for right now. This was the review of the 2015 Golf Mark 7 GTE. If you like this video, then please consider liking and maybe subscribe. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021, so help us there. Yeah, we have a couple of videos actually of this car. We have made a POV review, and we have made a 0-100, which you can find in here. Yeah guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys next video.